Mr. Zhou. The next speaker is me. I'm from Microsoft Online. I'm the Vice General Manager of the Sales Department. My name is Lorraine Yuan. The topic of my presentation is life of advertising guys or advertising dogs. I've been working in this industry for 10 years. But suddenly, someone called me advertisement dog, and I was really frustrated. Well, I was just kidding. I'm going to share with you three things. First, what advertisement is. Second, what are the changes because of technology. Third, what new experience Microsoft is bringing about. So everybody is talking about advertisement, but why do I need to ask this question? What do we mean by advertisement? Well, this is new term, advertisement dog. Well, before answering this question, I want to share with you what we've done over the past 7 to 8 years. I'm from Microsoft Online. It used to be the MSN department. Now, what you have just seen is something that we have brought through MSN and Microsoft, the kind of experience we wish to provide to the users. We hope that advertising is just about broadcasting. I want to bring some visual banquet to the users, and we hope that when they go back to look at it, it's about 3.8 times on average, and in China, 3.1 times on average for a user to replay the advertising. We hope that the advertising we will make will continue to be like the ones we have done before. We can see that today China's internet industry is developing rapidly. More and more users are rejecting increasingly, this advertising industry, which got us to think: should we pay more attention to the user's experience or the customer's expectation? How do we find a balance point? So at the Microsoft Online department where I am at, we have started to lead some changes. Let me once again share with you a short clip video. This is a part of the things that we're trying.
The new MSN Food and Drink has loads of recipes and interactive content. More than 500,000 quality recipes, details on 1 million bottles of wine, and thousands of cocktail concoctions. MSN Food and Drink provides a full spectrum of culinary information for the novice and the enthusiast. There's even content from world-renowned chefs like Wolfgang Puck and Tom Colicchio. Oh, Daniel Boulud's recipe for sea scallops? That sounds awesome. I'll just bookmark the recipe by saving it to my collections. Since I'm planning for the game, I love that you can browse recipes by occasion. Let's start by searching for pulled pork sliders. Ah, this one looks perfect. A quick click and all the ingredients are added to my shopping list, which I can access from an iPhone, Android, or Windows phone right at the grocery store. And of course, we'll need the perfect cocktail to enhance our game viewing experience, like a margarita. Whether you're prepping for the big game or hosting your family of 5, MSN Food and Drink has got you covered. Thanks for watching, and cheers.
So, in the Win 8 app, among the Win 8 apps, 6 of which is called the Food and Beverage app. The guy there is a chief chef from Michelin 3-star restaurant, and we've got full set of Michelin Michelin chefs' description of their cooking experience. I don't know if you have seen anything about advertising. You may not have noticed that, but we have actually designed them one by one. This is some big change that we inaugurated starting from last year. We hope that our advertising will be more soft, therefore bring up less hostile attitude from the users. People are debating heatedly about the technologies. Well, indeed, Microsoft is having the world's most leading advanced technology. So we started some internal brainstorming starting from last year. Indeed, what our technologies can do for internet marketing. Everybody remember how.net. This website is one of the most popular app. It's something Microsoft technology powered. It's something we developed 3 years ago at Asia Research Institute. We didn't know what to do with it, but you can see that in a few months, how.net will be able to work together with a few famous cosmetics makers to work on a few campaigns.
This is why am I using this as an example? Because how.net certainly is one of the very popular websites that are being used. Today we have millions of apps. So what indeed is the customer needs and what customer care should we work on? So we've got so much technology and we all know that we need customer stickiness. But what can we do to increase the customer stickiness to ensure long-term marketing? And after about a month of brainstorming, we realized that to maintain, the most effective maintenance of customer relationship is emotional engagement. So after we have made that decision at the important brainstorming session, we started to focus our attention on emotional engagement. And two of my colleagues at the Asia Research Institute, we've got Xiaoice and Cortana. I don't know any of you have heard of these two names before ever? No? Oh. So we can see that these two guys are really famous in the IT and technology community. But in food or beverage, maybe nobody knows it. These two, Cortana and Xiaoice, are very famous. And this is the first Microsoft product that was first developed by its Chinese team and soon will be launched worldwide. Xiaoice is at this moment very popular among the millennial generation.
OK， 小冰可能大家
So you just seen that the Xiaoice, she started a dialogue with the user. It seems simple, but Xiaoice, really, that's an artificial intelligence. She could be so funny. She could be so responsive. It's not easy. It's not a simple matter to do. And at the end of the day, it's all about our targeted understanding of yourself. So within a month period of time, Xiaoice has got 20 million followers, and 27.8% of them initiated contact with Xiaoice between 11 p.m. 2 a.m. and 15.5% of people, they will tell her really everything they hold dear to their heart. And on average, monthly dialogue is more than 1,200 sentences. Well, the similar competitors between us may be Siri. Siri's got, for Siri, their on average dialogue is about 18 sentences a month. So it's no way for them to compete with us. And within half a year, they became really the number one in microblogging. Xiaoai's, we had an idea. We had a debate whether we should leave her on social platforms or maybe we will put it into an app. But then, since we wanted to have emotional engagement, we wanted Xiaoai to be a human being. By the end of the summer, we'll get back to WeChat, and the latest Windows 10, Xiaobing and Cortana will indeed be incorporated in Windows 10. Starting from her day one, we have initiated some internal discussion upon Xiaoai and Cortana. Some people are concerned that people might view Xiaoai and Cortana as just a commercial tool. Well, I tell you that starting from day one, we have began thinking about creating value for customers and for advertisers without hurting the experience of users. These are some of the clients we are working for at this moment. Haier has recently launched some smart furniture, and through Xiaobing, you will be able to remote control your smart appliances. For example, you can tell Xiaobing that you will be at home in the next 30 minutes. Please turn on the air conditioners for me. So you can really do that through Xiaoai as a smart life assistant. And in Japan, we launched a campaign thanks to the sponsorship by Shell. And something like 17 million people participated in the game experience we created. And in the JD.com, you can see that Xiaoai is a bit like a shopping assistant. So far, we have worked with JD on Xiaoai, and then there are more than 10,000 successfully sealed deals between Xiaoai and new users. So they became very good sales leads. We incorporated naturally Xiaoai's sales leads function. And Unilever, they have decided to take on Xiaoai as their smart after-sales assistant. And just do a bit of an in-depth analysis for us. That's what Unilever asked us to do. And then we had a bit of an in-depth discussion with Unilever in terms of further our cooperation. So as we can see that on the front side, Xiaoai is a very popular star active on all the social media platform. And we hope that she will be able to publicize your brand value, your KPI, and everything. Send them to your target audience in a very soft and natural way. But at the back end, at this moment, we can separate the Microsoft technology and use the same image of Xiaoai's and use it to provide service for all kinds of customers, independent of any social media platform. Big data search and big data analysis certainly are the most basic one.
Xiaoai's is very successful because we have this sentiment analytics from Microsoft. That means when you start chatting with Xiaoai's, she doesn't know who you are, so she doesn't know what kind of product she should promote to you. But if you talk to her for a while and then she knows who you are, and she is more like your friend. That's why 55% of people want to talk about their own stories with Xiaoai's. And 88% of people doubt Xiaoai's is a robot. They believe Xiaoai's is not a robot, but a real person. Why? Because Xiaoai's has this kind of technology called sentiment analytics. There's another technology that is cloud image recognition. The same technology used by HowOld.net. And Xiaoai's is very good at recognizing different types of dogs. When you send two pictures of two dogs to Xiaoai's, Xiaobing will able to tell you which dog is which. And I think with this technology, we have formed very good relations with animal food companies. Because when users are talking with Xiaoai's regarding dog food, Xiaoai's is able to recommend the type or the brand of dog food to you. Well, in that way, we have improved user experience. We are not hard selling products to our users. We are not hard promoting products to our users. This is the cloud image recognition technology. In the future, we'll launch a new product. When you show two bottles, logoless bottles, to Xiaoai's is able to tell this bottle is made by Head and Shoulders. This one is made by another brand. Because it is able to recognize the shape of the picture. I am not a technology person, so I cannot tell you what technology exactly Xiaoai's is using, but I can tell you this can be done. Based on emotional communication, Microsoft Global launched a lot of new technologies into our products. For example, Skype. Skype has replaced MSN Messenger, and we have also embedded a lot of technology in Skype.
Mandarin is difficult, very difficult. Even the locals say so. One sound can have many different meanings. You do not want to get the pronunciation wrong. My name is Tom Carter from San Francisco. I'm a photographer based in China. I arrived in China over a decade ago just to go backpacking, but over time, China has become like my second home. I'm the author of China Portrait of a People, a photography book I created during my 2-year, 35,000-mile backpacking journey across China. I've learned some basic Mandarin, or what I call survival Chinese, but when I'm out traveling in the provinces, they don't always get me. Can you understand me now, Shangbin?
你现在能理解我吗
Tom， 你会讲中文啦
He, you speak Chinese.
Thanks, Shangbin. Your English has improved too. It's really nice to see you again, and also nice to talk to you. So, do you know where I can get a good picture from up in the hills?
那些山有很多秘密。
Yes, there are many secrets.
What time should we start out for the top?
星期四早上5点出发。
Thursday, we start at 5 in the morning.
That's gonna hurt.
没关系，晚上补偿你一下，请你吃啤酒鱼。
It's okay, I will make it up to you by treating you to beer fish in the evening.
Thanks, Shangbin. You know me too well.
谢谢你，你太了解我。
Communication is, of course, the key to my career. In order to be able to explore a new culture, you need to be able to communicate with its people. That's when the barriers come down and you discover the real China, and its true beauty and its secrets open up.
漂亮吗？
Good.
This is our latest technology, Skype Translator. Well, it is able to translate between Chinese and English. When you Skype with a foreigner, he or she will be able to hear the other language being translated. Chinese is the last language that can be translated through translator Skype or Skype translator. But between English and Spanish, between English and French, it was achieved a long time ago. And we will embed this technology in Xiaoai's as well. We'll also share with this technology with our partners. For example, English teaching advertisers or Chinese teaching advertisers. Okay, I've spent a lot of time talking to you. What I want to tell you is that we used to be MSN and now we are called Microsoft Online. We have changed a lot in terms of marketing. And we hope we will continue our strength in the display side so that consumers will be attracted to interact with advertisers. We also hope on the content side we'll be able to place customer or user information. And with our latest technology, we also want to achieve a breakthrough on the social media front. And we also want to take our technology to our advertisers. You are experts in food and beverage industry. We are experts in the IT industry. We can provide you with technologies to achieve the objective you want to achieve. Now I'll be faster. New experience from Microsoft. Well, people may have forgotten that Microsoft is a technology company, and Microsoft is not considered as a giant in the internet era. We are very confused as well, but Windows 10 has given us hope. Last week, the stock price of Microsoft surpassed that of Google. That gave us great hope. And the main reason was the launch of Windows 10. First of all, for the first time, Windows 10 will be distributed free of charge. And last year we launched Windows 8, which was not a very successful operating system. And we wanted people to upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 8, but we failed. A lot of people switched to Apple. And people are concerned. Windows 10? Well, why Windows 10? But Windows 10 can be distributed to users free of charge. So we expect that in the next 2 years, we will reach 300 million users in China. How many of you are now using Windows 8 or have used Windows 8 operating system? Well, everybody now uses apps. We also have a lot of apps in Windows 8, not only from Microsoft, but also from third parties. But because the market share is too small, so the app ecosystem is not strong enough. Very few developers are willing to develop apps for Windows 8. Because if the user base is small, then advertisers cannot make money, then then people are not willing to make apps for Windows 8. For Windows 10, we have the same concern. No developers want to develop a new app for a new platform. And this time, Microsoft is different. We have this seamless kit for developers. You don't have to develop a Windows version for your app. You can very easily transform your iOS app onto the Windows 10 platform. This is a very appealing promise to developers. And now a lot of developers are willing to build apps for Windows 10. So if we're able to grab more users, if we're able to grab more developers, then this operating system will become much more successful. And users can enjoy Windows 10 across different screens. I think this is the most appealing part of Windows 10. And apart from that, in the future, you don't need a PC. If you have a Windows phone, then this Windows phone can be mapped to another screen using Microsoft operating system. So you don't need to bring your PC with you. You can simply plug in your Windows phone and everything can be shown on the screen because everything is stored in a cloud, in the Microsoft cloud. So maybe one day the Microsoft operating system may replace Android and iOS. And finally, I want to share with you our vision, Microsoft Glass.
We use it in every aspect of our lives. It enables us to do amazing things. But what if we could go further? What if we could go beyond the screen? Where your digital world is blended with your real world. Now we can. This is the world with holograms. What will they enable us to do? New ways to visualize our work.
I have an idea for the fuel tank.
New ways to share ideas with each other.
How are things going your end?
I just put the images in OneDrive.
Perfect.
More immersive ways to play. New ways to teach and learn.
So put the new trap in the place of the old one.
Now what?
And tighten here and here.
New ways to collaborate and explore the places we've never been.
Look at this formation. Let's take a closer look.
And new ways to create the things we imagine. Because when you change the way you see the world, you can change the world you see. This is Microsoft HoloLens.
In fact, the Microsoft HoloLens has already been launched on the market. It will be able to give you a new visual world. While you look at the house in this way, but if you wear the HoloLens, you will be able to see very many virtual effects, and you can also make changes to it. So much is my, introduction of Microsoft's past achievements and our future intention. I would certainly hope that we will together pay more attention to our internet future with Microsoft. Thank you very much.